History whispers secrets, but some stories are better left untold. Across the globe, locked away in museum vaults and buried beneath forgotten ruins, lie objects that defy our understanding of the past. These aren't just relics of a bygone era. They're artifacts that carry a chilling weight, items that seem to stare back from the abyss of time. Tonight, we journey into the shadows to uncover the world's most disturbing ancient discoveries. Our first stop takes us to the eerie silence of a forgotten tomb, where archaeologists unearthed a collection of ritual masks. Look closely at the craftsmanship. The wood is warped, the paint faded, but the expressions, they are frozen in a state of perpetual agony or ecstatic terror. Who wore these masks? What ceremonies did they witness? The eye holes are not just empty sockets. They are portals offering a glimpse into rituals so intense, so profound, that their energy seems permanently etched into the very grain of the wood. You can almost feel the heat of the fire, hear the frantic drumming that must have accompanied their use. Local legends speak of these masks bestowing the wearer with the spirit of another entity, but warn that sometimes the spirit refuses to leave. Now we descend deeper into the catacombs beneath a medieval city, where a different kind of horror was found. These are not grand statues of gods or kings, but small, crudely carved figurines. They are often called demon traps or spirit vessels, crafted from clay, bone, and sometimes bound with human hair. These figures were believed to house malevolent entities, trapping them to protect the living. But what happens when the vessel cracks? Notice the scratches on this one, as if something tried to claw its way out from the inside. Museum curators have reported strange occurrences in their presence, objects moving on their own, disembodied whispers echoing in the dead of night. Are these mere coincidences, or is the ancient entity still captive and still angry? From the darkness of the earth, we now turn to an object of supposed innocence, an ancient doll. Discovered in the sarcophagus of a young Roman girl, this ivory figure was meant to be a companion for the afterlife. Yet there is nothing comforting about it. Its articulated limbs are stiff, its painted-on smile seems more like a grimace, and its eyes, made of tiny obsidian beads, seem to follow you as you move. Staff who have handled the doll speak of a profound, inexplicable sadness that washes over them, a feeling of deep, personal loss. It is as if the grief of the child it was buried with has seeped into the very material, a timeless sorrow that reaches out across 2 millennia. What games did they play? And in the silence of the tomb, did the doll ever play alone? Let's examine the tools of a forgotten trade. These implements, stained with a dark, permanent patina, were once used in ancient medical or ritualistic procedures. We see blades so sharp they could part flesh with the slightest touch, and hooks whose purpose is too gruesome to contemplate. Chemical analysis of the stains confirms they are of biological origin, but the rituals they were used in are lost to history. Were they instruments of healing or of sacrifice? The meticulous design suggests a purpose both precise and profound. Holding them, one can't help but imagine the scenes they were a part of, the chanting, the smoke, the life or death moments that unfolded under the gaze of ancient gods. The line between surgeon and priest was often blurry, and these tools lie directly on that unsettling border. Perhaps the most unsettling artifacts are those that were never meant to be found. Forbidden scrolls, like this one, written in a language that has stumped linguists for generations. The vellum is brittle, the ink faded, but the illustrations are terrifyingly clear. They depict cosmic entities beyond human comprehension, and diagrams of rituals that promise to open gateways to other realms. Scholars who have spent their lives attempting to decipher these texts have reported recurring nightmares, a sense of being watched, and a creeping paranoia that they are meddling with knowledge humanity was not meant to possess. What secrets do these pages hold? Are they a warning, a history, or an instruction manual? The thought that someone, somewhere, might one day unlock their meaning is a truly frightening prospect. Consider the cursed amethyst, also known as the Delhi purple sapphire. This gemstone was allegedly looted from a temple in India during the 1857 rebellion and brought to England. Its owner, a colonel, was immediately beset by financial ruin and health problems. He gave it to a friend who promptly took his own life. Its next owner, a scientist and writer, was plagued by misfortune until he had it locked away, encased in 7 boxes, and surrounded by protective charms. He left a note warning that the stone is trebly cursed and is stained with the blood and the dishonor of everyone who has ever owned it. He instructed that it be thrown into the sea. Instead, it ended up in a museum where it sits today. Is it the stone itself, or the power of belief that gives it such a malevolent reputation? Let's travel to the wind-swept highlands of Scotland, home of the Storloch's monster, a fossil of a prehistoric marine reptile. While a dinosaur fossil isn't inherently creepy, it's what local folklore says about the location that is. For centuries before its discovery, stories were told of a great beast sleeping in the rock, a guardian of the old world. The tales warned that waking it would bring about a great imbalance. The fossil was found after a section of cliff face fell away during a storm. Some say the monster didn't want to be found, that it was a protector, and its unearthing was a violation. Since its removal, local fishermen have reported unusually turbulent waters and strange shadows moving beneath their boats, reviving the ancient fears. Finally, we arrive at the most personal and perhaps most disturbing of all artifacts, the death mask. This is the plaster cast of a face, taken moments after death. They were meant to preserve the likeness of the deceased. But look at this one. The identity is unknown. It was found in an abandoned asylum. The expression is not one of peace. The mouth is slightly open, the brow furrowed. The eyes appear to be squeezed shut in a final moment of sheer terror. What did this person see in their final moments? What unspeakable vision was the last thing they witnessed before their life was extinguished? The mask doesn't preserve a likeness. It preserves a moment, a single horrifying final moment, leaving us to forever wonder what could cause such a reaction. It's a silent testament to a fear beyond our imagination. These artifacts are more than just historical objects. They are anchors to a past that is darker and stranger than we can imagine. They are riddles without answers, tangible pieces of the unknown that challenge our modern sensibilities. They remind us that for all our science and reason, there are corners of the human experience that remain shrouded in mystery and fear. They sit in the quiet of their display cases, waiting, whispering their unsettling stories to anyone who dares to listen closely enough. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the shadows of history. If you found this exploration as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more dives into the mysterious and unknown. Stay curious and perhaps look a little more closely the next time you're in a museum. You never know what might be looking back.